No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Hey, little darling, don't shed no tear. No woman, no cry. Good friends we have, and good friends we've lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright now. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright.
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone. Have I not given everything?
And when I wake up,
Forever. This was uncommonly raw, honest, and an absolutely unforgettable follow-up. I'm not quite sure where to begin with this one. I've had so many different feelings and emotions about this film ever since it was announced, and more importantly, since Chadwick Boseman tragically passed away from colon cancer in mid-2020. It's common knowledge that Coogler had already written the script for the film before Boseman died. Imagine having to completely start over with the story because your lead actor is no longer able to be a part of it. I can't imagine how difficult of a task it was for Coogler to completely start from scratch with very little warning. It's a tremendous task to take on for anybody. That's why it's so fascinating and deeply inspiring to see what he has managed to create from the ashes of what could have been. I believe at the time that he had produced not only the best film of his career, but also the best possible end product he could have given the heartbreaking circumstances. He has made a film that's both a beautiful tribute to a wonderful human being as well as a celebration of a life taken far too soon. He's made a film about the complexities of grief, anger, vengeance, redemption, healing, and loss. Aside from maybe Avengers Endgame, this is the most mature film of the MCU to date, and it's all the better for it. This film hits hard, as it should. The absence of Boseman is immediately felt from the beginning, but it also feels as though everyone involved wanted to make him proud and do him justice when they made this. There are scenes where characters become incredibly emotional, and it's difficult to differentiate whether it's their character that's upset or the actual actor and actress. That's a fantastic aspect of the film that I truly was not expecting to see or feel. The character development in general is fantastic here. Coogler lets scenes breathe so the audience can feel the real weight of the situation time and time again. That element alone elevates this above just another MCU movie. The performances here are all incredibly good. Letitia Wright is a revelation, and I can't imagine what it was like to go from a supporting character in the first film to essentially the lead in this one. That being said, she handled it remarkably well and more than stepped up to the plate. Angela Bassett could very well have won her nomination for her performance here. She is astoundingly good, and a few of her scenes gave me absolute chills. It's truly unfair that she did not win the Oscar for her performance. Lupita Nyong'o is superb as per usual, and it's always great to see Winston Duke's M'Baku and Martin Freeman's Everett Ross back once again. The same can be said for the introduction of both Tenoch Huerta's godlike Namor and Dominique Thorne's charismatic and scrappy Riri/Ironheart. Whether they be returning veterans or new players, Coogler gets the most out of his cast. Having just watched the original prior to this, I really got a firm grasp on these characters and this story. The sequel does not play out the same way as its predecessor. It's not nearly as reliant on the MCU formula, and that was very refreshing to see. I really liked the original, but it wasn't without its flaws, and it definitely followed that formula much closer. This is about 20 minutes longer than the original. For context, Infinity War had almost the same runtime, and despite that, it honestly flew by. I felt as though the action sequences were also much better than the original, as they were far more fluid and in camera. Once again, the cinematography is utterly breathtaking. The underwater sequences and Talokan itself are brilliantly handled, and Wakanda has never looked better. Ludwig Göransson's musical score is also very strong, and it's pivotal to multiple scenes in the movie. The music is such a standout here, but there are also moments where the absence of any music is used to great emotional effect as well. Specifically, the opening scene and ending scene, which I'm sure didn't leave many dry eyes in the theater. I certainly wasn't one of them. On that note, Rihanna's Lift Me Up is the perfect song to end this film on, and the mid-credit scene is one of Marvel's absolute best so far. It seems like I'm in the minority on this one, but I actually liked this more than the 2018 original Black Panther. I like the narrative more, the characters are far more complex, the action is exhilarating, and the themes are deep, reflective, and don't provide any easy answers. That's precisely the point. Loss and grief do not have simple answers. Everyone grieves differently and in their own time, respectively. This one stands out from the crowded MCU roster and serves as a moving tribute to Boseman and everything he stood for. It's clear that this film was handled with passion, patience, and tons of care. Rest in power, King. May you never, ever be forgotten. I give Black Panther Wakanda Forever 5 out of 5 stars. Thank you so much for listening.